The Eagles are 1-0. They just won their game in Brazil. I think they can probably go 7 games before they lose their first game. I'm Corey, and this is Corey's Corner. Let's break down last game and go over some key takeaways. If you're new here, we talk football and everything else, and we go to the film, we break it down. I'll show you some highlights, some plays, give you some of my thoughts. So if you like that, click the follow button so you know when I go. Let's jump into it. My first takeaway is Jalen Hurts. As much as I love Jalen Hurts, he's got to stop trying to play hero ball. And we're going to use this play right here as an example. So the play before, he literally almost just threw an interception. So I don't want to hear this from nobody. It was crazy work, okay? So this play, he's going to roll out right. So let's go ahead and roll into that real quick. So he's the pocket is definitely collapsing on him, even though he could step up, right? This is an opportunity for him right here. I would like to see him step up more in the pocket, but he's not. He's going to roll right. Now, what does he do? He creates the cardinal sin, but this is what I want you to see. He's pointing to them to go up, and he sees A.J. Brown's hand here, like, throw me the ball. But you already know that if A.J. Brown is going this way and you are rolling this way, A.J. Brown should not be an option. You should not throw across your body. But what happens? He throws the ball, and what I would like for y'all to see is, look at my boy Alexander right here. This is not his man. A.J. Brown is not his man at all, but he peels off because he sees or he saw what Jalen Hurts wanted to do with the ball in the first place. So he peels off, and as you all probably already saw, boom, interception. Why? Because you have to throw the ball across your body. It's going to be in the air for so long. This is that hero ball I just don't like from Hurts. Like, could he have thrown somewhere else? Probably. He is taking a chance right here. He's not even looking at what Hurts is doing. He's looking at just A.J. Brown, and he just goes for it. Ends up getting the pick. That's a crazy play by Alexander, but either way, live for another day. We could have took 3 points on that, even if we don't get the touchdown. Throw the ball out of bounds, scramble for some yards, get out of the hero ball. That is take 1. Okay, takeaway 2 is that Nakobe Dean has definitely made the leap that I knew that he can make, man. Last year he was not good. Like, he was not. We just knew. I watched him in Georgia. When we took Nakobe Dean, I knew it was going to be a great pick. I love Nakobe Dean at Georgia. So he was flying around the film. Him and Bond, oh my gosh, flying around the field. And just like, look at this play right here, bro. This is Nakobe Dean right here sitting 17. And watch how he just fills this gap, man. Is not phased by the across motion, reads his keys with the lineman. This is supposed to be a double team that gets up to him, and it's going to have no chance to get there because look, boom, he beats it. He shoots that gap. He fires straight through. That's just a wonderful. This is the type of linebacker play you want to see as an Eagles fan. You want to see as a coach. Don't let the double team get there. Fire that gap and get boom, man. Takeaway number 2, Nakobe Dean jumped up. Now for takeaway 3, I had to bring up 2 different clips. The motion, baby. The motion, the pre-snap motion. Thank God the Eagles are doing something. This was a huge play, so I'll use this as an example. And this is very small motion, but we'll see what happens. A.J. Brown gets motioned out. If y'all watch the game, you know what happens next. Boom, to A.J. Brown. Get off me. He hits top speed right here. But let's go back and kind of look at why the motion was important at the beginning of this play. So if we look at it right here, he's going to just literally just bow out just a little bit. That's all he's doing. It's just coming out that way. So as he does this, he gets this player wide. And as he gets wide around there, he's able to run that kind of like arrow route. He's creating more space because he's going to run straight out towards the sideline and be able to cut back in. Now, if he does that, that's just small motion that ends up working for him. So it works for us. I enjoy that. Shout out to Kellen Moore for being able to bring in some pre-snap motion, man. Get our players moving before the snap of the ball. We can beat some of these players. We have a bunch of talent on the squad. I don't know why we don't use it or have not been using it like this. Shout out to him. And here's another example of the motion. So here's another example, Saquon Barkley right here. This is not Saquon Barkley going in motion, but we are bringing in a receiver across the field. Now, what you kind of want to see is, are we going to have the man, or are we going to have the zone? Is somebody going to be able to be caught a little bit by the motion? And you'll see that happen right here. We get this linebacker comes inside, and that's going to allow for Saquon Barkley to run this little hoop outside, and we get the touchdown. Look at that. Look at this man. See, this is a genius play design, man. Shout out to Kellen Moore. This linebacker who was outside, who probably would have had a better angle if he would have stayed outside, was brought inside by the motion. Saquon Barkley can run this wheel route, and he's open for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a beautiful ball to where only he can catch it. Boom, gets both 2 feet in, touchdown, man. That none of that happens without the pre-snap motion. So thank you, Kellen Moore, for bringing some motion into our offense. That's gonna make our offense very scary because takeaway number 4 is Saquon Barkley. Now I know Giants fans are kicking themselves in the face and you know what? Okay, because look at this, man. Y'all said people were talking about how Saquon Barkley was washed, but here he go right here, and he ain't washed. Look at my mans, bro. We got some pre-snap motion. Doesn't really matter. We can see they're in man. Nobody moves. Now, this is where I say he's boom. Honestly, if we're looking at it, if he's trying to hit this backside gap, 7 sees that and is gonna fill that gap and watch what Barkley does. Jump cut, and he gonna get up out of there. He gonna get up out of there by himself. This is all Saquon right here. I mean, obviously the offensive line was doing a great job of blocking 2 on the front side, but on the back side, this play was blown up. Saquon has the vision and the jump and the speed to get around this hoop, bro. Come on, man. Thank you for having Saquon Barkley. We are very excited as Eagles fans. Fly, Eagles, fly. And the last thing that I would say was my takeaway from the game. This made me very proud of our team. Is I just need y'all to look at this. So I went back, I watched the game, and look at this last drive, y'all. This last drive is 19 plays, 7 minutes and 25 seconds of total time. That is how you park the bus. Run after short yardage, after penalty, after short yardage. That's how you park the bus. You know you gotta get the bus into the yard so you can win the game. You can take your team, take your offense and do that. Now, granted, I would like to see that happen more than just at the end of the game. I would love to see that happen throughout the game. I know that 19 play drives are not really that feasible, but my point is what I take away from that as an Eagles fan is that our offense can and will do something if needed. And if we need to hold on to the ball, we can do that, man. Just run that rock, play the short game, and we'll be able to be good. Now, I think that we probably won't have a loss in the first 7 or 8 weeks. I may be wrong. We'll come back and I'll eat those words, but I'm very excited for this season. We had a tough game with the Packers, but that is okay. So until next week,